Today, we're talking about 5 very simple things that you can do as a microbaker on your Instagram account that will help get new followers, but also customers, and just be more warm and inviting for someone to come and join your community online. So let's get into it. Number 1 is your bio. This is like the first impression of who you are and what you do. And I am shocked at how many people, number 1, don't even have anything in their bio.
Killing me, Smalls!
So microbakers, like, this is the best opportunity for you to make a good impression with someone who has clicked on your profile and is thinking about following you. You want to make your first impression real good.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
So here are some things that you don't want to do if you don't want to make a bad impression, and some things to do that will be warm and inviting and be very clear as well in helping a potential follower or customer want to follow you. So number 1, again, nothing in your bio. I don't understand that. Why is there nothing in your bio? Number 2 would be weird fonts or cursive, those fonts that you can like download from the internet that probably give your computer a virus. Just avoid that. You can just use the Instagram font that is there. It's just easier to read. You just want to make it like really easy for your potential follower to know and read what you're about. Another thing that I see microbakers put in their bio that is not wrong, but it's really not necessary, is having LLC with their name or having their permit number. And I understand that you want to do that because you're trying to create credibility that, like, hey, potential customer, I'm a real deal. I'm not just some weirdo who's not licensed.
So what's it going to be?
I am McLovin.
But it's not necessary, and a better way to do it is to simply say certified microbakery. Using words like licensed or certified along with home bakery or whatever you are is way better in creating a connection with a customer that tells them that you're a credible operation without confusing them over a number or an abbreviation. Another thing that I see some microbakers doing that I'm assuming that they must be a boomer and they don't understand where to put a link.
Fasten your seatbelts.
But you don't put the link to, say, your website in your bio description because it's not clickable. I can't click on that link, and I can guarantee you that nobody is going to take their phone and look at your bio and the link that you have there and go, okay, it's HTT or whatever. It's like, just don't do it. There is a beautiful place to put your link right below your bio in your profile where it's easy to click on. So don't put the link in the bio description. Anyways, this last one really gets my goat. I absolutely hate this.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
And I hope that all microbakers, in fact, just all social media Instagram accounts would just stop doing this if they have a brand or a business. Stop putting no DMs in like all caps in your bio with, I often see like a little X mark emoji. It just feels like you're yelling at me.
Just a flesh wound.
And it's like, don't order from me in this way, but I still want you to order from me. It's just a little off-putting, to be honest. So instead of doing that, which will turn off potential customers, just have a clear invitation in the last line of your bio that says, order via the link below, like your hot plate. Now, I love Hotplate. I've been using it as a software to catch all of my orders for about 2 years now, and it is the best thing since sliced bread, and it helps me sell my bread. It's an all-in-one platform for your customers to order, choose their pickup day, and pay all at once. And the best part, personally, for me, is that it sends out text reminders automatically for customers to remember to order. So if you're ready to give up the hassle of losing orders in your DMs or tracking down payments from customers, switch to Hotplate today. It's free, it's amazing, it's all in one, and it is truly my favorite tool I use in my bakery. Okay, so now that I have told you all the things not to do, here's a really simple format and outline to follow for your bio that will be warm and inviting for potential customers and followers. So the first line, I think this should be a short and sweet sentence that encapsulates who you are.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
For me, that is sharing sourdough and Jesus one loaf at a time. Not only does this really encapsulate who I am, especially with my brand, but also it's pretty true. Like, I put the gospel on every loaf of bread that goes out to my customers. So I love how that just really encapsulates my page and what I'm about. The second line should be what and where you are. Now, I think it's really important to put where you are. As I said, going through so many micro baker accounts, I've been looking at their Instagram pages with the eyes of a customer. And I'm truly puzzled that I don't know where they are. How would I know if I can order from them if I don't know where they are, if they're close to me or not? So I think it's really important to put your location in there somewhere. You can be as vague or specific as you want. I think this especially matters if you're only trying to gain new customers. I would be a little bit more specific. But you could put in just your state, or you could do your city, state, or your county. However you think that your customers would readily understand where you are. Again, it's just really important that you want your customers, potential customers, to know if you're even close enough for them to order from you. So that's really important. And what you are. So if you're a micro bakery, if you're a farm stand, whatever it may be, put it in there in that second line. Be clear, specific, doesn't have to be super long. The third line, I think you should put something kind of fun in there to connect with your customer, to show a little bit more of your personal side.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
It could be you're a mother of 3, or you're a firefighter on the side, whatever it may be that kind of helps people connect with you a little bit more. I have a homemaker in training with a little bow emoji, and I just love that because that encapsulates who I am and wanting to prepare to be a homemaker, but also kind of shows that I'm not the traditional trad wife that's pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen.
You never know what you're going to get.
The next line is very important. This needs to connect to your very first line because it's kind of the call to action for your customer or potential customer or follower. Now, for me, I have equipping bakers to share their faith because that is really what my page is all about, is helping other bakers share their faith with their customer base or online. And so this should be something that clearly connects with your potential follower of, yes, that's why I want to follow them. And make it specific. Don't be too vague of like, oh, if you love sourdough, it's like, well, yeah, you could do that. But maybe say, if you're all about sourdough scoring, it's like, I make beautiful sourdough scoring designs or whatever it may be. But do something specific and that kind of pushes that potential person to hit the follow button. Again, your bio is a first impression or a pitch to a potential customer or follower that you want to make really good, just like a good firm handshake. So don't make it weird.
The pig. That'll do.
Simple fix number 2 would be, please stop using AI generated photos of your products. It's just weird.
Why male models?
And it does not create credibility in your business. It just doesn't. Take real photos of your baked goods, of your cupcakes and your cakes and your sourdough loaves. Please stop using AI generated videos and photos. Unless it's like satire and funny. I mean, I think that's great. But if you're actually trying to get people to buy your product, that is not the way to go. Just don't do it. I would also encourage you to lean away from using AI-generated logos. And in fact, logos made on Canva with an icon of sourdough that maybe 5,000 other people are using is not the best idea. And I'm saying this from experience because I did that when I first started my bakery, and it was fine for the time being because I was in a rush and I just needed something, but I so wish, in hindsight, that I had done the right thing, gotten a logo designer, or figured out how to do it myself and make a really good quality logo. It's so worth it just to spend a little bit extra money on getting a professional logo done. And usually they give you a lot more than just the logo. I was shocked at what my brand designer gave me. I mean, she gave me lots of different types of logos, the font files. She created this like whole board. I forget what it's called, but it was like some of my brand photos that I had done then with my logos. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and I'm so glad I did it. It was so worth the investment. The third mistake that I've seen so many micro bakers make with their Instagram pages, I know the wallflowers are going to hate me for this, but not using photos of yourself. That is the best way to connect with a potential customer, because the whole reason that they're going to be buying cookies or bread from you is that they know where their food is coming from. They know who is making their food. And it's so important that you show your face. And I know it's hard sometimes to want to do that, but it is so worth it. Just get maybe one professional shoot done of you baking in your kitchen, holding up a loaf of bread. You do not have to be full glam, everything perfect and everyone in their place to have a good photo to post. It could be really simple. It could be taken on your smartphone by your 5-year-old son, whatever it may be, but show your face on your Instagram page. And if you're someone who just says, I absolutely hate posting pictures of myself, I will not do that on a regular basis, do this instead. Just do one simple post that is a picture of you, a nice picture, maybe you holding a loaf of bread, and have an introduction in the caption, whatever it may be. Maybe it's a reel, and pin that to your top 3 posts. That way, when a potential follower or customer finds your page, they don't even have to scroll that far to see your face and who you are and get to know you a little bit better. So that's a little out for anyone who hates putting their photos on Instagram, but it's really important because you want to make that connection with your customer. So my next point might ruffle some feathers because I see so many micro bakers doing this on their Instagram, especially in their stories, is posting screenshots of like a Canva generated calendar with all the pickup times or farmers market times that you're going to be at. I think it's just too much information, honestly, because I tap right past those. And it's not something that I think maybe 1 or 2 customers will really appreciate, and that's great. But that doesn't mean all your customers are going to see that or screenshot it or remember. It's just too much information, really. And everyone on Instagram is already overloaded with information because that's how our world is, and our brains are so overrun with it. So avoid that. Instead, again, use Hotplate. It's absolutely amazing. It can have all the dates in there. What I would do instead is to have a beautiful picture of your product or a video of you scoring a loaf or something and say, check out my pickup times or order your sourdough here, and have the little link sticker with the link to your Hotplate or to another third-party thing that has all your dates. That way, it's just super simple and it's more beautiful because people want to look at a picture book, not at a textbook of all the information of your pickups. So, yeah, don't do that. My 5th and final point for you today is to niche down. If you really want to go viral or get more customers to find your page, you need to niche down in what you do. Find what you are really good at, what you absolutely love, what you could talk about for hours, and make content about that. Maybe you are like me where you've heard that phrase tossed around of like, oh yeah, niche down, or post whatever is niche to you. And you may have brushed past that, or maybe you think that you're already doing that. But here's the reality is that micro bakers are no longer niche.
And we party.
No.
Yeah, just Rod.
Yes.
And me.
No. I'm the only one who parties.
Just having a micro bakery is no longer a niche. You need to go even further down. For me, I learned this by mistake because I thought I was being niche and sharing about sourdough. Well, sourdough is no longer niche. Everyone knows what sourdough is. Everyone wants to do it for the most part. But what I learned is by sharing my tutorial on simply how I bake my sourdough, which is the open bake method, that people went crazy over that. And that's how my posts grew and my following grew. And it was really wild to learn that you really have to be super specific, even when it comes down to a very detailed tutorial about something that you do. Now, it might not be a tutorial. It might be just how beautiful you score your loaves. Maybe that's something that you really love and you enjoy doing, and you make good content about that and you share how to do that. Maybe that's your thing. Or it could be your flamboyant, chunky cookies that have like cookies coming out of the cookies. I don't know. Whatever it may be, get really specific in what you do, and I guarantee you that's how you're going to gain new followers and new customers. Even though it seems like, oh, but then I'm only speaking to this one group of people. I want to get everyone to look at me. Well, not everyone is going to be looking at you. They're looking at so many other accounts that share about sourdough or micro bakery. You want to be very specific to that group of people, because that group, I guarantee you, is much larger than you think. So figure out what you're good at, what you love to do, the content that you love to share, and do that. It's really that simple, and it might take time, but I guarantee you, you're going to get more customers and followers that way versus if you were very generalized and just posted on general topics around micro bakery. Be super specific about your content. And it might change over time, but you'll learn along with it. The best way that you can learn is through experience and through just trying it, honestly. I hope these 5 simple tips helped you today in understanding how you can grow your Instagram and your customer base. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you never miss another upload. And let me know in the comments what other content you would love to see.
I'll be back.
Why do I keep saying social media? Stop it. Okay. That is, oh my gosh. Okay.